You want to update your lighting for something brighter and energy efficient? Today's the day. Let's take a look at what I found before I installed this beautiful fixture. So already I can tell you we have a lot of movement, which I don't like to see. Now we are in a bathroom, which is a wet room. So we are going to do the safest way to wire and replace your bathroom light fixture. Of course, we have our power turned off at the breaker and we're backing out our screws. And we're gonna do now what every electrician does. Let's take a look at what we have. Here we go, wire nuts. We can do much better than this. Do not touch your electrical. First thing we're gonna do is confirm that our power is off. Non-contact voltage tester. It's not beeping when I press the button. That tells me the power is off. What happens when the power is on? See that? That tells you that the power is on and we cannot touch this or else we're gonna get zapped. So we always want to double check that the power is turned off for safety. At this point, it's safe to remove your light fixture. You see the stranded wire? It's barely even making a connection here on our hot wire. And this is why we don't like to use these anymore. So we have a little bit of contact there, that's better. And our ground has actually popped out as well. So let's just remove this now and back out our mounting plate. Before you remove your old mounting plate, make sure your sink drain is closed so that your screws don't land in your sink. And this right here, this metal wire is our ground wire. This helps to prevent shock. This is our hot, and this is our neutral. And we will make sense of this for you in a minute. I like to just grab hold of the wires and then I'm gonna feed it through our mounting plate. Now this light fixture has mounting holes at the top. Yours may have them on the sides, so just double check. And I wanna line up the holes here with our mounting screws on our electrical box. Now the trick here, I like to get it started by hand and then I'll go in with my screwdriver. You definitely want to have a speed level on hand. And then tighten it up so that it is exactly level right here, otherwise it will drive you nuts once your fixture is installed. Taking our light fixture, you're going to see 3 wires. This is our ground, we'll get to that in a second. Here is our neutral wire, it's the white one. Now I'm using lever connectors in all of the lighting installations on this channel because they're safer and more reliable, and this is a stranded wire. And I'm just gonna slip the wire connector on and then close the lever. So why is this better than a wire nut? Look at on the side, you're gonna see that that is indeed making a firm and solid connection and it's locked in there. That lever is locked. So the second one I'm going to do is the black. I'm gonna insert it into our open port on our wire connector here. And then to lock it, I'm gonna close it. And now we can take this and do our ground wire. So I have my light fixture now, and I have my exposed copper wire. That's our ground wire. We start with that first. I'm gonna take it in a clockwise motion and put it in behind our ground screw. Okay, and I'm gonna pull it off to the side here so that I have a little tail and tighten the screw now. So after connecting your ground screw with your ground wire from your light fixture, I'm gonna open the port on my lever connector and then close it over my ground wire. And then I'm gonna take my ground wire now from my electrical box and then slide it and close it. Those are gonna lock together and you can see that that forms a nice solid connection. My light fixture is now grounded and now I can move on to my white, which is my neutral wire. And I've already opened the port on my light fixture because we wanna make this easy for us. I'm gonna slide it over my neutral wire, which is my white wire. I'll pull that out a bit. Slide it over top. You can see it's forming a nice, good connection. And then we close the lever, and then we know that that is nice and solidly connected. Now the power is coming from this black wire here. We call this the hot wire in electrical. And then we wanna take the wire coming from our electrical box, we slide it onto the Wago lever connector. And once it's in all the way, we're gonna close the lever. And then we always just give that a little bit of a test to make sure it's a good connection. At this point, I'm gonna tuck in my ground wire. You're gonna confirm that the ports are all closed and nicely secured inside your electrical box. So by code, we wanna have these inside the electrical box, and you wanna follow the installation instructions on your light fixture, always. So I'm gonna go on top. Do my top first and lower it into place. There we go. The secret to mounting this, because I have 4 screws. If you have 4 screws like this, I'm starting at the bottom because I can actually see the holes line up. And I'm doing it quite loose so that I can get my other 2 screws up here. Once you get them in, you can make your adjustments. Turn it on and see how it looks. Nice. The most common mistakes we see with bathroom lighting is vanity lights that are not centered. Now, if you want to move it over a couple of inches, these are the boxes that I use. Actually, there's 2 different boxes that you can use. I'm going to break down both of them in this video right here. Definitely move them so you're not aggravated. I'll see you in the next one, everyone. And why do I use this one? Hint, this little thing right here. It's a little bit stronger.